Hello. We have more information about the upcoming Titans, like ahead of the Keros event this Friday. They gave us like a whole list of like a Q&A sheet about like how the Titans will work, how the artifacts will work. So we're gonna just toggle over there and read it. All right, here's what it says. It says, find the answers on the most frequently asked questions about the upcoming Titans and their totems here. Will dark and light soul stones appear in the circle, summoning when Titan chests immediately after they are released? No, the soul stones of the new Titans will only be obtainable as part of the dedicated special events. Dark and light Titans soul stones might appear in the circle and summoning in the future. We don't expect that to happen in the months to come. The existing Titan chests won't contain soul stones of the new dark and light Titans right after their release. It is undecided whether stones existing chests sometime in the future or in a completely new chest. So pretty much it says they won't happen in the months to come, but pretty much they're heavily suggesting that they'll eventually be in the circle. So I mean, this is like new heroes. Like it usually takes like 6 months or whatever before they're added. Like eventually they'll probably be added. So like I said, if you miss them in the event, like they'll eventually be able to get them like normally. Like it's like pets and heroes. Like there'll be several months where you can't get them the normal way, but then after they're added, they'll be there. You know, you try to get them from the event if you need them. I kind of think like there will be the more dark and light Titans next year that'll probably be mostly replace the ones released this year. Like ones released this year will probably come mostly obsolete by the time they had like supers and tanks. So I don't know. I'm not too excited for the new Titans. Like if they make totems easy to get or something, I might have to get the totems, but we'll see what the events are when they release the events. We'll be able to get the new Titan artifacts in the existing artifact chest right after the release. No, once released, new Titan artifacts for Titans can only be obtained by altered elements and opening Titan artifact series or purchased with elements. So, Titan artifact series looks like, you know, they won't be in the Titan artifacts chest, but they'll be in the altered elements pretty much right off the bat for the new artifacts. So, I guess that's good. So that's not, you won't have to wait if like you're trying to get artifacts for your new Titans. Like you'll start getting them pretty much immediately, it looks like. Will the elemental tournament shop sell fragments of the new artifacts for the tournament coins? No, artifact fragments for new Titans will not appear immediately after release. So again, probably eventually, like these keywords here, immediately. So probably eventually, like next year sometime, you'll probably be able to get them like normally through your artifact, for your Titan artifact coins. So all those Titan artifact coins that are building up for all you people who max out all your Titan artifacts already might eventually have more value at some point in the future next year. Will Dark and Light Titans be released separately during different events? Yes. The new Titans will be arriving over time from late September to late November. 2 Dark Titans in a totem will appear in the game, followed by 2 Light Titans in their totems. So there'll be 4 separate events over like the next month and a half. We'll be able to obtain a light totem or light Titan artifact fragments with Titan artifact series immediately after the Dark Titans released, or we'll have to wait until the release of light Titans. These artifact stones will be released alongside the first Dark Titan Keros. You'll be able to obtain them at once, but you'll have to wait for the arrival of their Titans to use them. So you'll actually be able to get the Dark Totem with Keros, but you won't be able to use it until you can get a second Dark Titan. So keep that in mind. You have to wait till Mort's actually released before you can use the new totem. Where will I be able to use 2 totems once? Can I do it in all game modes or just in the Clash of Worlds? You'll be able to create a team with 2 totems in any mode featuring time, provided that at least 1 dark or light totem is used. So this is going to be a big change to Guild Wars. Probably for the worse, but your Titan specialists are going to have to focus on probably more Titans. I mean, we'll see. It'll be a while because a lot of people, like I said, it'll be a long time before I think they will really matter in Guild Wars, but they'll matter in Guild Wars at some point. Because it's just like, you know, right now, like if you have like your teams, like you're one of those people who have like your 18 totems, they're maxed out, you're in the, you know, you have 160 save and K power team. I mean, you're not like replacing 2 like fully developed Titans for like 2 weak Titans, even though you can get like a, as I said, even if you only have like a 2 or 3 star totem, like it's gonna take some time to get the totem to 120, get them to absolute stars. So that's gonna take some time before they're probably better in your team, but eventually your Titan specialists will need to have them. So Titans are suddenly a lot more expensive. Titans have always been kind of like the budget option for people who want to contribute to Guild Wars without spending a whole lot of money. Now Titans are not going to be so budget friendly. So you have to keep that in mind. Like this is kind of bad for a budget Guild War gaming in this game. Because developing a Team Titans is generally cheaper than developing a full team of heroes plus pets. Hit the wrong button. Will the new Titans appear in the dungeon? We're not creating planning to new Titans in the dungeon. I mean, I'm not even in rooms. Titans are different. However, might still change our mind for the new Titans release. If we do, we'll let you know in separate notes. That said, you'll be able to do good new Titans in your team in any mode feature Titans. I mean, they did say earlier this year that there will be some, like, a dungeon will be getting revamped at some point. So they're probably not going to make changes till they're ready to, like, actually revamp the dungeon. So we'll see. Like that. I mean, I kind of expect the dungeon revamp to happen with the new Titans, but maybe that's, like I said, not happening as soon as they implied in their previous Q&A. So let's go back over to the game. So let's talk about this. Like, so they said the artifact chest. What they mean by 10 artifacts, they said they will, the new ones, stuff for the new ones will not appear in these. So I'll probably just pop these here in the near future, because apparently the new ones will not appear in these, because that's what the message says. Summoning spheres, like, they won't appear immediately, but it sounds like, you know, like next year sometimes they will appear in these. Like, this is like heroes and stuff. You won't, like, the new heroes and pets and stuff, they don't appear immediately, but eventually they do. It just, you have to wait a few months. Probably next year sometime they'll appear. Then you got these things. It did sound like the new Titan artifacts will appear in these immediately. They will add these pretty much on day 1 for the new Titan artifacts. So those will actually be here. The chance to get the new totems will probably happen on day 1. So there'll be a lot of value in opening these again if you're already maxed on totems. So if you haven't got your last totems yet for, like, your current one, I've opened up a lot of these recently trying to get that water totem, but didn't get it. We'll probably end up making it a lot harder to get that absolute star water totem now, because I'll have dark and light fragments cluttering it up now. But I mean, I'll need them eventually, I guess, but that is what it is. Not too much I can do about it. Like, it'd be nice if they didn't. The artifact tournament coins, like, you will not be able to buy the new stuff immediately. It'll be, like I said, there will be some delay before you can buy the new Titan stuff here. But it sounds like eventually you will be able to. Again, this is probably like next year. Next year is like probably 6 months or something. Maybe like in the springtime. Maybe around the anniversary event. You'll probably start seeing them add the new stuff to the Elemental Tournament shop. You'll see them add the new Titans to the Summoning Spheres. Circle of Summoning. You'll see them. They might eventually do the Dungeon revamp. That'll let you get the stuff for the new Titans. Like, who knows, like, if the Oracle will still work the same. Who knows how that's all going to work out when they launch the new dungeon mode. There's one other thing I needed to say. Oh yeah, it's your totems. And there'll be, new totems will be here, but you will not be able to level it up with the Guild War trophies, which is stupid. They're going to force you to use, like, the new resource to actually level them up, or you can just use emeralds, so better spend those emeralds on the leveling up the totem. Like I said, I think most of us will probably ignore the new Titans. I mean, at least till they're actually the full 4 teams, the teams before are released. Then maybe we'll look into them more, but I mean, I'm, like, if it's easy to get, like, the new totem during the event or something, I might try getting it, but I'm not gonna break the bank trying to get the Kairos and more, like, right off the bat. I just think, I mean, I just don't think they're just trying to get, I don't want to spend, like, thousands of dollars getting the new Titans. Especially when I almost never do Titan fights for my guild. I'm more of the hero specialist. I do have Greg Grass Titan team that's pretty good. My Grass Titan team's pretty good. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Like, we got 833k power. This team's good enough. Like, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. I think the implementation of the new Titans is really stupid. I messed it up, but it is what it is. I did do a video about, like, the upcoming events that are happening on Friday, like the Kairos event. There's going to be a second event the following week for Mort, and then later in a couple weeks after that, you'll have the Light Titans events. Spooky Fest will probably happen before, like, the Light Titans or something. But anyway, you can check out that video down below, and thank you for watching.